Secretary have a briefing on the presidential debate. Let's just cross over there and listen in.
CAS TV, Standard, Radio Maisha, Citizen, Nation Media Group, KBC, CAS, and other print platforms that are gathered in here for this announcement. My duty this morning is to introduce the chairman of the steering committee of the Presidential Debates Organizing Committee, who will also introduce everyone who is present, including the partners. My pleasure now to welcome Mr. Wachira Waruru, the CEO of the Royal Media Services, who is also, as I said, the chairperson of the 2017 Presidential Debates Organizing Committee. Over to you, Wachira.
Thank you very much, Linus, and good morning to everyone gathered here today. We are here to discuss the Presidential Debates 2017. And I'd like to start this press conference by first and foremost acknowledging the presence and the tremendous contribution of all our partners in this joint venture. Seated with me here today, I will start with Mr. Sam Sholei, the CEO of Standard Group, Mr. Joe Muganda, CEO, Nation Media Group, Waithaka Waihenya, CEO, KBC, Ian Fernandez, CEO, MediaMax, Julius Lamaon, CEO, CAS Media Group, Joshua Chepkun, Chairman, CAS Media Group, Danny Mushira, General Manager, Radio Africa Group, Kuria Mushiro, Senior Partner, PricewaterhouseCoopers, who actually are project managers. We also have Farida Karonei, who is the Chief Operating Officer at Royal Media. Linus Kaikai is the General Manager of Nation Broadcasting. Joe Ageo, Managing Editor, TV, Standard Group. Clifford Machoka, Head of Corporate and Regulatory Affairs at Nation Media Group. Francis Munyoki, MD Print, Standard Group, and who's also the head of the Debate Secretariat. And there's myself, Wachira Waruru. I'm the CEO of Royal Media and the chairman of this committee. So I'd like to thank all my colleagues here for being part of this important journey, and thank you all for coming for this announcement this morning. 3 months from today, on the 8th of August, Kenya will go to a general election. We in the media continue to keep Kenyans updated on the ongoing political campaigns, as well as all other developments related to the general election. As part of our duty and contribution to a successful election, we are pleased to announce today that we, the national broadcasters, have once again come together to organize televised presidential debates ahead of the election. As you may recall, this same group of broadcasters successfully staged Kenya's first ever presidential debates in February 2013. In that year, we had 2 debates between 8 candidates, which drew intense viewership among millions of Kenyans across the country. These debates, which were also aired on all radio stations across the country, gave the electorate an opportunity to evaluate the respective positions of the 8 candidates on key national issues. This year's general election in August will be the second one under the 2010 Constitution, and will therefore mark a critical juncture in the country's journey towards a fully formed constitutional democracy. As broadcasters, we see our role as that of providing a platform where competing political visions for the country can be articulated and vigorously debated. Building on the successes and the lessons of 2013, we intend to stage 3 debates ahead of the elections. The first presidential debate will be held on Monday, the 10th of July at 7:30 p.m. The second debate will involve running mates of the presidential candidates. That is, candidates for the office of Deputy President. This debate shall be held on Monday, the 17th of July at 7:30 p.m. The third debate will be the second and final presidential debate and shall take place on Monday, the 24th of July, also at 7:30 p.m. The venue of the debates this year will be the Catholic University of East Africa in Karen. The three debates will take place in front of an audience of invited citizens and will be broadcast live on television, radio, and online platforms of all the participating media houses. In keeping with international best practice, the organizing committee has developed a format for the debates and is finalizing the rules and guidelines. These will be shared with the respective presidential campaigns and will also be published on the Presidential Debates website and on the various online platforms of the participating media houses. In conducting these debates, we are committed to entrenching a culture of civilized discourse between those who aspire to various positions of leadership, and particularly the presidency. We are looking forward to 3 vigorous debates that will not only showcase the growth of our democracy, but also hopefully help voters make informed choices. This committee will periodically brief the public as we continue to make the preparations. That is the end of my statement, and I now hand over back to Linus.
Thank you very much, Wachira Waruru, the chair of the Presidential Debates Organizing Committee. We'll now go to the next session, which is the question and answer session. Our colleagues from the media are here, journalists, reporters are all here in the room. And this is your time to answer all the questions you have with regard to these presidential debates that have been just announced. And to lead us through that session, let me call in my colleague, Joe Ageo. Joe.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, so we'd like to keep this quick and snappy, so I'd appreciate if you lift up your hand and before you ask a question, you identify yourself and which media house you represent. Yes, the gentleman over there. And we could take we could take 2 or 3 before we can get them to be answered.
My name is Andrew Ching from NTV. Given the large number of contenders from all the parties as well as the independents, how are you going to manage the numbers going forward, given that the last one had 8 and some people felt that it was a bit too much? And secondly, have you confirmed attendance and participation from all of the people who will be vying? Because in the other debates that have been held by media houses, some, especially the incumbents, have always refused to attend these debates. Thank you.
All right.
Timothy Otieno, KTN News. My question is in regards to what are the topics that are going to be discussed in all 3 debates. We saw last time the first debate talking on foreign policy, land, and the second one on other issues. So what are some of the topics that will be discussed in the 3 debates?
If you could just stand up maybe. Oh, you finished your question already. So the 2 questions, I think I'll give to the chairman on both accounts about the number of candidates, topics. I think that's, you can take that.
Yes, thank you. As I said, the committee is finalizing on the rules and regulations for the debate in general. Regarding the number of candidates, that is also part of one of the issues that's being discussed by the organizing committee. And we are going to use objective guidelines in coming up with a framework of deciding who and how many candidates will participate in the debate. The second question was about the topics. We are still not there yet. Again, the committee will sit. We have an editorial committee that will go into all these issues regarding the questions and the topics.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this news conference. Obviously, as the chairman said, we'll keep you posted on the developments about